Welcome to the DreadKnots 1 podcast, episode 6, with Jerrell Barron. Jerrell,
What's up?
welcome to
What's
the
up?
podcast, bro.
Thank you.
It's nice to have you on. Uh, you've got your own YouTube channel, you're a CEO of a record label. We're going to get to all your links a little bit later. Um, I like to start with who influenced your passion for music.
Who influenced Jerrell to rap? Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Okay.
I was about 12. I had just made 12 years old, and you remember those big CD holders
Yeah.
that used to put your CDs in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my stepdad had one of those and was like full of CDs. So I was home by myself one day and I'm just going through it. I'm like, man, I want something to watch. So I'm flipping through and I see this CD and it's like, it was the Art of War Disc 1 and had like a ball and it was like a bunch of nails coming out of it. And I was like, what is this? So I put it on. At the time, the only way I could play it, like I didn't have a CD player, I had a PlayStation 1 and I put it inside the PlayStation and I played it like that. And from that moment on, I was like, wow, like this is this is how I want to rap. This is what I want to talk about. I want to, have this type of persona. And then I ended up, you know, going from that to just, okay, who am I as an artist? And taking what I've learned from Bone Thugs and Harmony and then incorporating it to my own style of music. So, yeah.
I love that because in your song "Double Up," you had like a verse or some bars. Like obviously I'm a fan, but I'm not a
Yeah.
rapper. So when people say 16 bars, is that like a whole? Uh,
Sorry, they want to see it. Go ahead.
oh, okay, cool. 16 bars and yeah. What is 16 bars? Is that like 16 lines or 16? Does that sound familiar to you? 16 bars. I've heard people talk about it. I don't know what it is.
Well, to be honest with you, I I want to say like 5 years ago, just started to be able to count bars. I wasn't really like even counting. I just kind of like went along with, okay, this is the timestamp when a verse starts, and this is the timestamp when it ends. I'm just gonna rap until it ends.
Okay.
So it's about like a bar is like every punchline basically. Like after you, not necessarily like after you make every word rhyme, but
Right.
it's like after every punchline that you said in a verse. So
Okay.
it's kind of, you could say about 16 lines, but it's more to me. I'll probably say it's more like 16 punchlines. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I said.
And the only reason I brought that up was because I want to say towards the end of Double Up, like you sped it up a little bit, and the first thing I thought about was Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, okay. But I didn't know that you were going to say Bone Thugs and Harmony influence your passion music, but that makes sense. To me, bars means like the rhyming, the rhyme scheme. It sounds good. It flows. It's clever and witty. And so I've been promoting you as that,
Yeah.
right? But this like takes us on to our second question or second topic, because I've been promoting you. Your lyricism, your bars, because you're nice. You are nice. And at a quick
Thank you. Thank you.
glance, you're welcome, bro. And at a quick glance, that could translate as like clever and witty. But your song Telepathy is so much more. Like, can you talk to us about the message in Telepathy?
Okay, so for everybody on here, he's asking me about my message behind telepathy, and what the meaning was behind it. So the first verse basically talks about my like, I guess my influence on today's music, or basically like today's influence on me, like me trying to keep up with what's being talked about in order to try to stay relevant, and it's still being kind of hard because I'm not sounding like every new artist, even though I still consider myself a new artist. It's just this generation has pushed out a certain sound that I kind of felt like I wasn't matching. So that's the reason why I kind of felt like I wasn't growing. But the overall spec of like the first verse is basically like I'm kind of like drunk. I'm at a party. I'm drunk and I pass out, and like I somehow astral project, and like now I'm looking around the room and I'm watching myself try to fit in with everything that's going on around me. So like I'm in the air and my body is trying to fit in with everything that's going on around me, and like my consciousness now is out. So like I'm trying to, I guess, find myself. So in the second verse, I'm now talking to myself and telling myself not to forget who I am and where I came from and where I started at as an artist in order to be where I am right now. So it was basically me talking to myself, trying to get myself to not forget who I was and where I came from. That's
Nice.
what it's about.
I love that. Astral projecting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get drunk at a party and hope that I can astral project. I love how you tell a story too. Um, you know, the first song that I heard from you was "Double Up," and "Double Up's" on your YouTube channel, Jerrell Barron. Um, I like both of them. I'm not gonna pick a favorite, but
Yeah.
since we're talking about YouTube and you're connected to your fans right now, what where are you live right now? What platform?
I'm actually live on Facebook right now. I got my seven sign brother, Mr. Melodic in here. I got my cousin in here. I got one of my best friends in here right now. They're
Okay,
all watching.
nice. And so where else can your fans connect with you? Like, do you do multiple media platforms? Where's your music? Is there any
Oh,
specific ones you want to list right now?
yeah, for sure. So besides Facebook, I am always on Instagram and TikTok. And if you follow me on Facebook, my Instagram name and my TikTok name is the same as my Facebook. So that's, you can definitely follow me. But if you haven't checked me out on YouTube, it's Jerrell Barron on YouTube, and that's where you can check out my music video Double Up. You can check out more of my music on there, and basically just grow with me.
Absolutely. And if you're watching this on YouTube, head over to Jerrell Barron, subscribe. We want to get him to 1K subscribers so he could meet the requirements. 1K
Yes.
subscribers and 4K watch hours to meet the requirements to go live on YouTube.
Yes.
So this next topic um, is one that we almost talked about pre going live, and I was like, no, 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 not yet. Save it. So I hope it doesn't feel rushed, but we're here. All right, on Instagram, you surprised fans, including myself, when you posted that you will no longer be making music. And so I also saw a post, and so it made me think of this question: does this mean the heartfelt song you were working on called "Starting Over" is never gonna release?
Okay. So for everybody on Facebook, he's asking me um, why I chose to quit music, and if the latest song that I recorded, Starting Over, is ever going to be released. So, to answer this big question of why I quit, well, I was always told whenever I first started doing music that it was just a dream that I was chasing. I should focus on, I guess, real world, real life things. Stop dreaming, come back down to reality. You got bills, you got kids, you got a family to worry about, and you wanting to do music and chase a dream is being selfish. And
Mm.
for a while, I did it. For a while, I quit my job and I just was trying to really push to do music full time, and for a little while it was working, especially during the pandemic. When the pandemic hit, yeah, it was definitely working. um, but there's still those people that said come back to reality. So I wanted to test something. I wanted to see what is the reality everyone keeps telling me to come to. What is it? What is the real world? What is real life? What is everybody trying to stop me from chasing so bad? So I said, okay, I'm gonna stop chasing a dream. I'm gonna go work a job. And I'm gonna be fully committed to working a job, and I'm gonna honestly see if that does make me happy. I'm gonna see if indulging myself in this real world, real life reality that everybody keeps preaching is actually what makes people truly happy.
Mm.
So I wanted to really put myself into it and okay, put the dream aside and let's see if this really does work.
Yeah,
You know?
that's real. And I feel like I should make a comment, but that's too deep. I have to think about it for a while, like, cause that's a big life decision, and it sounds
Yeah.
like you already made that decision. So, respect, respect, man,
Yeah, man.
respect. So maybe go a little bit deeper, because when I first heard that you had quit your job and became a CEO or pursuing music, like, do you mind just rewinding a little bit and just how did you, like, you know make that change? And because I know a lot of people nowadays, they don't want to work a 9 to 5. They want to start their own business. They want to work for themselves.
Yeah.
And so, how did you do it? Even though now you're quitting, like, but how did you go to that level from, like, is that something you want to discuss and maybe share with people that are striving for that? Or since you're at this point in your life now, maybe we just X that question out and move on to the next one.
No, I think it should be answered. Um, so for everybody on Facebook, he's asking me, how did I get to the point to where I did fully indulge myself into my career? Like, when did I get to the point of me quitting a job and actually working on my craft? It was back in 2017. We were still living in San Antonio, and we ended up, how can I say this? We were supposed to renew our lease in our apartment, but before we were able to actually do that, they actually put our apartment up for rent, and somebody had already basically leased it before we can ever get anything out of our apartment, like into a storage or anything, a move or anything like that. And the time the rent was like 7:30. So we were trying to renew it, we couldn't, so we had to get out. It was June 6th. That was the day that we had to leave San Antonio, and we had $730 to our name. We drove from San Antonio all the way to Anaheim, California, and that money was enough to stay 4 days in a hotel.
Mm.
After that, it was that was it. We didn't have no more money. So I'm like, okay, well, what can I do to actually make something happen, make some money from it, at least enough to be able to get by, to keep us, eating and having some place to, even if it's just a hotel. So I started doing shows. I started, performing in California, and survived out there just doing that for 6 months until we made the decision to come back to San Antonio. And I still kept a couple of contacts. And I mean, during that whole time, man, it was hard because like before we came back to San Antonio, like we were sleeping in our truck. We were homeless, and I had a daughter and had a 2-year old, well, no, a 3-year old. She was 3 at the time, and a puppy in a truck.
Wow.
We were sleeping in Walmart parking lot, and we did it. You know what I mean? We actually made it. So from that point, I was like, okay, well, if I could at least if I can go through what I'm going through right now and still fight and make a career, anybody can. Because I hear all the time, or I can't do this, I can't do that, and I look at who I'm dealing with. I'm like, okay, well, you're this is what you're going through. That's cool, but look, I was homeless with a family, and still was able to make a career. Seriously.
Yeah, that's
So
that's
I
incredible,
know it's
man.
possible. I know it is possible, man. But
Yeah, that's incredible. Like an incredible story and journey. And I think, a lot of times when, you know, us as humans, when we're down, to our lowest, sometimes that's where we're, you know, that fight or flight kicks in, and,
oh yeah,
creativity and success, are a result, a result of that. Really appreciate you being uh, so like straight up 100 with us today, and
yeah.
we're gonna switch gears up a little bit, talk a little bit about gaming.
Okay.
Uh, on this channel, I do mainly streaming this one game called Darkness Rises on mobile. You ever play it?
I haven't played it, but I've seen it a couple of
Yeah.
times, but I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, it's my wife says, because she plays with me. My wife
Mm.
says it's a job, and I think she's right. But I saw in one of your Instagram posts, which I actually made a comment. It was the one where the girl kicked the ball through your window.
Oh yeah,
I saw you
yeah.
were holding an Xbox controller,
Oh yeah,
and for anyone wondering, yes, he was playing because the controller had the light on. Like I've
oh
seen
yeah,
people make videos
oh yeah,
and they don't even have like the, yeah. See, look at that.
oh yeah,
The Xbox controller ain't got the light on, and so it's like,
yeah.
what's going on there? But so what, like, what games do you play? What are you playing now? And like, is Xbox the only platform you're playing on?
Go to my Xbox is actually on right now.
Okay,
I can tell you. So right now I have Evil Within 2, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, Dragon Ball Z Fighters,
okay,
Mortal Kombat 11, Injustice 2, and Fight Night Champions right now.
nice.
I do have Call of Duty. I only play
Okay,
zombies on it though. I only play zombies on Call of Duty.
you don't play Warzone?
I've tried it, man. Like I guess I'm just not fast enough because the moment that I pick the gun up to shoot, like I'm already dead. Like that's,
Yeah.
I'm done.
That's how I play. But I go in with my son, and he's pretty good at it. He's been playing COD since he was like 5, so he's
Yeah.
19 now. So he's got like 14. He's got a PhD in Call of Duty.
Hey man, I'm not playing him, man.
No, no, you play on our team. Matter of fact,
Yo.
after the stream, we're gonna play Warzone. What's your? Can you want to share your Xbox in-game name? Is that something we can
uh,
have, or no? Is that
no,
private?
you can. It's kind of long. So it's like it's a lowercase x, and then it's Southside all capital, and then it's space, and INC, and then a lowercase x.
Southside space.
INC, and then a lowercase x.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
I tried the name Double X, no scopes Double X, but it was taken. So on Xbox, I am DreadKnots 1, and we're
Dreads
gonna
when
we're
I
gonna
was.
yeah we're gonna hit Warzone after
Hmm.
the stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to download it, man, because like with
Ah,
my
nah, don't worry about
Xbox,
it.
yeah, because my storage, I need to buy new storage for my Xbox, man.
Yeah,
'Cause
no worries. We'll catch up. You said Dragon Ball Z too. I need to look up some like Dragon Ball Z games. I'm wearing a Naruto shirt today, but
oh man,
I'm like Team Goku. You know, Team
oh,
Goku.
all the way, all the
Yeah,
way.
hell yeah. All right. So this next subject, this is like one of those weird questions. If you could only do one platform for the rest of your life, starting right now, what would you pick? Instagram or TikTok?
TikTok,
Me too.
it'll be TikTok. Yeah.
Like I don't know why I like Instagram. I guess I don't know, but I love making TikToks,
Hmm.
and I just don't have the time to make more TikToks. Do you think I should be on TikTok?
Especially for what you do, because there's
Mm.
a like the community on TikTok for gaming and even podcast is huge.
Mm.
Especially like so the main things are gaming, podcasts, and DIYs, and then of course music. You know what I mean? So those are the
Yeah,
four main things on there. Dance videos that comes because of the music, but those four topics are like the biggest ones on there. So definitely, if you're gonna be doing this or gaming, yeah, I definitely would be on it, man, because
yeah.
that's
You,
all I follow.
yeah. Gaming, podcasts, and music.
Yep, that's what I follow.
My my son, I've got a 19-year-old son. Shout out to Taylor, and a 26-year-old son. Shout out to Mo Jr. And my younger son, he tells me you got to do TikTok.
Yeah.
And yeah, but so TikTok is definitely, you know what I've noticed? I put about 1% of my time into TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
but I have way more views on TikTok than I have on YouTube or Instagram or any other platform.
Cause see, not to cut you off, man, but
Yes, please, please.
how I feel about how I feel about that is because on like what I notice on TikTok is so random. Like you never know who you're going to be promoting to. You don't even need to make a profile in order to see anything on TikTok. And in the moment that you do, your videos are automatically thrown into the algorithm on TikTok. So it's like you're going to get people that you don't know, viewing your videos on. I feel like on Facebook and Instagram, like you have to be following certain people. It's boring if you're not following people that you don't already know that may know people that you know. It's a whole chain of command on those platforms. It really is.
Nice.
You know, with TikTok, it's so random. Like I've gotten so like the followers that I have on there, they came randomly. I don't follow anybody that I follow on my Facebook or Instagram on TikTok at
Okay.
all.
Yeah. I I was following up to this week. I was following like 6,000 people
Mm-hmm.
on Instagram because that was like my social experiment. I started doing all of this in like January of 2021. But anyways, that's for when you have me on your podcast. We'll save that.
Yes.
I want to focus
Yeah.
on you.
Yeah.
So, we're also both on YouTube.
Mm.
So let's talk a little bit about the pros and the cons of like YouTube paid promotions. I made like a list of the pros. You want to hear my list?
Oh yeah.
So once, really for me, the pros are just centered around meeting those requirements. Like once you have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and 4,000 watch hours, then you can actually monetize your channel.
Yes.
And so the AdSense revenue is pretty low unless you have like lots of views. But there's also something that activates at the 1K subscribers. It's a join button where members can join your community. So
Mm.
I've got mine at starting at 99 cents and then 4.99, 99.99, 24.99. I've got one that's like 99.99
Yeah.
for those big ballers. And but I don't know if you knew or not, even at 100 subs, you can customize your YouTube channel name. So if anyone's out there and they haven't done that yet and you have at least 100 subscribers,
Yeah.
go into like your advanced settings and customize your YouTube channel name. But I think you can only do that once. So just make sure that you're picking the name that you want. And I mean, those are the pros. The cons really is for me is hard to get there.
Definitely. It's definitely
And
hard to get there.
yeah, and I use my friend Fahad. I found him on Instagram, and he helped us get to 1,000 subscribers and turning on that blue join button and the little bit of AdSense. Right now, I think it's at like $10 a month.
Hmm.
I got some work to do, but at least I was able to unlock that. And I think
Yeah.
for like a channel like yours, I saw that your double up video has like 6,800 views.
Yes.
Yeah, so you would definitely want for YouTube to hit that 1K.
Yes. Definitely.
But wait, I don't know because you quit making music.
Well, I didn't quit giving out game about the industry.
Okay, yeah,
That I did not quit because I know some stuff.
good, good. I hope that you continue your passion, your dream. I'm not sure exactly how I feel right now. I have to think about it and sit on it for a little bit about, you know, you're quitting music, but I respect it because that's, only you know yourself and what's best for Jerrell Barron. And so, with that, um, I wanted you to know that, and we got about 60 seconds left. You want to drop some more? Actually, your links are all in the description. But if you want
Yes.
to shout out anything, go for it. And maybe one last message you want my audience, your audience to absorb.
Okay. Yeah. If you guys have not checked out my video Double Up, man, I gotta go check it out, man. It's got a really
Double
good
up.
story behind it. If you haven't heard Telepathy at all, please go listen to it. 'Cause like I said, the backstory behind it is amazing and it means a lot. Yes, I will be dropping a new song. Starting over will be coming soon. Um, if you got a dream, keep chasing it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Sorry to cut you off. I had to throw an
Now you
applause
good,
there
man.
for that.
You
That
good.
was like groundbreaking news. Starting over is coming out.
Yes.
You got a date? Are you still working on it in the studio or?
Um, I don't have a date yet. I did record it before I left San Antonio. But as far as a date right now, I don't have one because I know my manager right now is like upset with me, so that's another reason why I haven't really set a date for it. I gotta talk with him about it.
Okay. Hey, real quick, like that's 30 minutes. Our 30 minutes is up, but real quick, I got to shout out some people on the YouTube chat.
Yeah.
Mr. Melodic Official. I saw
Oh
that
yeah.
Mr. Melodic follows you, and I've checked out Mr. Melodic. So, Mr. Melodic, thank you for stopping by the stream. He says he wanted to hear the questions, so he searched for the show. And we've got Danicus from our Danicus from our game streams is here. Shout out to Danicus. And then Mr. Melodic dropped your Xbox gamer tag, so we got it.
Okay.
Mr. Melodic says hello, and then my wife is on there. My wife, she's like my biggest fan, and her name is Shushan Chula. But I just wanted to. I probably missed some other people in the stream. Sorry guys if I missed your comments. Thank you so much for stopping by the podcast today, Jerrell. I'm gonna be following you, and when you make your big comeback, because that's kind of what I thought it was too. Like you're gonna quit
Yeah.
music, but then come back like LL Cool J. I want you to come back on the
That
stream.
that'll definitely be something that I talk with you about off of
Okay.
here. Yeah.
Hey, and shout outs to Deanie, right? Special shout out to
Of
Deanie
course.
for
Of
putting us up
course.
together. And I gotta check with him. We got a special guest next week related to some of the stuff that we talked about today, but I don't want to mention the name. I want to
Mm,
get a confirmation first.
yeah.
But yeah, I think this is like a thing. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time Sundays. We'll be here. Jerrell, thank you so much, bro. Good luck.
Thank you.
Best wishes to you and your family.
Same to you.